caring for each other, or meaning of fighting the airway, or best of Kobena, Aso, my target no be Nadia, na, Shoko. These men are funny. Aki and Popo, this is the photo, preaching a tota, to, nako, magafu, nazo, to, nako, magafu, nazo, mabato, nako, magafu. This is a track of sense, no profane, Yawuzi, Olu, maintain, big ups to come, the man insane, Nabiji, Minyaji, Mokoji, Apodita, Hena Valeji, but we came to this one like Kubalo, barefooted, fire burn you all. First prophet, you know, go face contest with the real MC Navaco, VNC. On the mic, I'm the baddest. Don't try. I'm with a gang of killers, that's true. So me, I said, fire, afi, blaze. Gotta take caution, because Ima, go make you days. I don't fear who, you the doom of one of pan, note. I mean, mobile new manipa, momboa. You know by your man by the rain and see the sun.
You guys have your seat, man.
I need of Harbour City Recordz. Now, how are you feeling being on that label? Tell me more.
Yeah, I feel blessed because this is my dream. Yeah, it's a dream come true. Because as an artist, you just need to pray hard to get hold of someone who got the links. Yeah, and coming across Harbour City, my boss Gideon now, the links he gets, me I should say inside hard pass reaching on.
That's a shots fired.
Yeah. So how did you meet him?
We meet for funeral. That's Dr. Pounds in Poppy funeral.
Oh, okay, for Cape Coast.
Yeah, Cape Coast, yeah. So that day I said, and I turned it's me, like Charlie Mo could go to this funeral because Dr. Pounds, I know him, his father is no more. So my appearance alone is something. So me and my friends, we went. We were just going up and down because I don't know him. I only hear Harbour City, but I don't know the one. So we saw a nice Audi parked over there. You know, I have big dreams. You know, I've bought cars already in my dream. So when I saw that Audi, I was like, "Hi, Charlie, can't know you. See, your man Benham." So we kept close. Hey, boss, what's your referee? Wow, no, we praise him. That day, the FEB signed there like he not be our God. So I was like, yeah, boss, we may be real MC, me I be a rapper. Yeah, I respect Venom. I was working with two guys, my other friends who are into music as well. So he said, oh, I'm Harbour City. I say, Harbour City Galaxy. We say, yeah. Then I tear the sound of cross from my heart inside. I don't do one physical. Yes, you know, boss. Give me your number, then I will send you your tracks. Wait, give me the first number. That day then dry, I no get credit. I call no way, I no get. But answer boss, you won't take my own, don't call me. Wait, call, where I get the Airtel 2. Because if be two numbers you use MTN and Airtel. If I get the 2, I want jump set for one go. Depart. As we departed, I started sending in the tracks. Boss, I give a hit list. Me and Ankasa no say this day track I give a no feel reject. Then I go call them. So you know my boss be busy. You know be say day here. You know Ankasa be busy. We day here say if they work.
So in the monitor shift.
Yeah, messages they come. So as busy as he is, to get time, listen to the tunes and no message me back. Yeah, listen to Ramasi. Then I say no, Apai. If this man will message me back in some content in my music, I've been there far. So we kept talking like, you know, you are good. You come now, we go run things, just move, come Tama. Papa, Bosu. Then it be the first for Cape Coast. So after the occasion, I just called. You know, be say muff. I tell my boss, say Bosu. Slow, so I know you now go do miracle before I will come to Tema. So, make you no worry. I will push you something. My boss sent me 200 CDs to make a take her. Then I see I hit finish. Yeah, what came close to Tema? You know the past 50 Ghana. If I take VVIP stuff, you know the past. So he sent me 200 CDs. Well, I see so it be blessing. Yeah, this is what I'm praying for, and it is here. I'm into business.
You have two characters, though.
Yes,
wow.
not be only my music, my voice they feel a bit of him. The him today inside.
Yeah, no, me say about the feel the
Yeah.
And your boss talked about your stage performance, which really moved him to sign you. So tell me about it. How do you get that stage performance right all the time?
It's a be focus. Yeah, the thing we say, if the ball say go pay go show, then every artist go can sing like Celine Dion. But they no be R&B artists or coos. You know, me all the time, I can say a name I they put for my first list before any of the artist. I can say when it's on stage, you do like it and the crowd self gets some beef. They frown watch you. No, you are not going to be on the stage for the whole day. 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So just do something crazy for them to take you. My mindset is, after every show that I'm on, man, I should be the only one people will be talking about, hey, my real MC, but yeah, boy, I want it to be only me. So if you two won't make it be only you to work hard, so it's going to be the two of us.
Yes.
I don't want your money to go waste. Yeah, that's why I turn into a different thing when I'm on stage. Yeah.
So what it means is that you were living in Cape Coast by then?
Cape Coast where they born me. I'm a Voltarian born in Cape Coast.
Okay.
So
now, are you still living in Cape Coast or now you're in Tema?
No, transit coming. Run a day.
Now you're in Tema.
Yeah.
Okay. Staying in Cape Coast or living in Cape Coast and doing the everything. Did they accept you in Cape Coast? Because I know Cape Coast, the people are predominantly Fanti speakers, and you were doing ever in Cape Coast. How was it like? Did they accept you?
The way the fancies they die give me be more than the way the Northerners they die give fancy gadam.
All right.
Because human music doesn't have any language barrier. Because we feel they Ghana and a tune from Cote d'Ivoire is blasting with the jam to it. So if I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a Voltarian, I'm using my Ewa language alongside the Fanti, then I go take the Queen's language, go take Rufa, make you go be nice, house he did there. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing is it should be on point. And I'm that type. I will spend about 1 month or 2 months writing one song. You know, but understand.
First time somebody is talking.
You see that thing? That thing if it's just 1 minute cry, when people hear it, be like, I say, boy, no. Anyway, I don't rush in doing music. That is one thing about me.
So what song are you giving us this morning?
The title is Shishiblishi.
Shishiblishi.
Yeah, as I talk, when I hear somebody talk Jesus, it no be any murder case. Shishiblishi is the one name for bear. You know, bear is a strong animal. So Shishiblishi is just, I'm using it to define myself, for you to see how strong and how prepared I am in the music game. Because the territory of a bear is a no-go area.
Yeah.
Yes, automatically if you go, it will chew you because he be big animal. So I'm not talking about a bear. This is not a Shakespeare story. This is how ragey and strong I am. Shishiblishi is a traditional Ewa rap hip hop music. It's not just the 808 type of hip hop. It's a traditional Ewa rap hip hop music. Yeah, so we could just take a listen, then you know, I go see what I'm talking about.
All right, so who produced it?
420 drums.
420 drums.
Yeah, inside Cape Coast.
In Cape Coast.
Yeah,
wow.
420 drums.
Shishiblishi. All right, guys. So the guy has given us all the vibes. He's convinced us with his words. Let's find out if he can do that with his song. And this is Shishiblishi. 420. The name of the producer again?
420 drums. 420 drums of our forefathers.
I see. In Cape Coast.
That's right.
Real MC.
The Judgement Board on Zylofon 102.1 FM.
That's right. On the sir, many lights have overcome the darkness. I finna make it in life, it's all about your wilderness. Many the talk of town, ouch, this is marvelous. I'm everywhere you go, kojo, mala serious. At times mala hilarious, gakam, mala dangerous. Dangerous, Nasa Panyaba Mabanashi, Hadibakotomabi, Nasa Panyaba Mabanashi, Hadibakotomabi. I'm the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi. Babu Bujina Nabatani had a baby kata, Yanku, Kotokurango Mabadonya Modivavan Abba, Okunku, Masanka Pojiki, Africanala, Fanya Kuku, no when I'm a come to Gaba, Mavafan Kolo, my head is wonderful, my gift solo, group no will help me, Ta Malo solo, Ta Malo solo, I'm a champ, Adibako Toma Nona Milo, Atamaga Plawo, not Nafaranguno, I will chase you through the way, which is very narrow, big up to the best setters, like Doko Chicago, not forgetting you, Adam, I am a go get them, Ta, Awere, Bafi, Bakasabanya Fafi, Rashi, Tashi, Atofi, Kotofi, Akuvi, Akuvi, Nikata, Sakotokura, Mavado, the drums are talking, some boys are, they keep thinking how I do my upper time, big boy, real, I'm talking damn child of time, she ain't got time for your mouth, because this, I beg, this be my time, then I be so, then I be that, but I beg, I'm the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi. Future no mercy, no sponsorship, competition. You try, you die, they hear blood and go Dubai. I beg, make you no try, say of your boy, people cry, where your mom, me go weep. Blood related issue once again, I know the lie. Vana Papa Magan, God of Vana Papa Magan, I got Jimmy Valini and I let you tell where the winning. Look at the man, I'm in on the RMC. I'm the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi, yeah, Shishiblishi, the real definition of the word Shishiblishi. That's right. He's the beat movie team and I'm the rap movie team.
Yes.
And of course, that was a Harbour City music. So Safo says, I'm enjoying the guy's interview. He can make it. Okay, JMG, this time around I'll start with you and not Mr. Logic.
My senior brother is
you know that I have called. Good morning to you, Socrates Safo, and all the good friends listening to Zylofon 102.1 right now. Yes.
What's the name again? MC.
Real MC.
Real MC.
Real MC. Yeah.
Hands down, you're dope. You know, I understand exactly what he's saying. I'm an airway, so when he said Shishiblishi, I knew. I'm like, oh, okay, great. And if you listen carefully, he was basically trying to let you understand, this is my territory. I rule here, I own here. Don't mess around when you come here. And for a newcomer to have that vim, to confidence, draw a line. Yo, none of you should come close here. I own here. It means in his mind he's already a winner. Hence he was saying he doesn't need features. I believe in such artists. You need to create your own following. So a senior artist can say, yo, I would love to be on a track with you. When a new artist starts with collabos, it's like you're leaning on them too much. That means on your own, you can't really do your own battle, you know. Put that all aside, my brother is good. I love the vibe. But I want you to try and blend a bit of the fountain more also to the airway. It was more like 90% airway now. But make it half of it because you've got humor. Like, if you understand what he's saying in airway, if he could, and I know the Fantas have this vibe already. If he can get you to understand, it will be crazy. I always say that Edem is one of the best rappers I've ever come across. The reason is I understand what he's saying. but most folks don't. He's blessed to have the double edge, where he can make the Fantis get along with his vibe, and then the Airways also get along. So he should make use of the two. When he was freestyling, I was like, this guy Airway, and he, at the same time he's got a Fanti too. That is dope. That is very, very, very. That's a stronghold for him. So try and make use of the two. And the best thing you could ever do is difficult, but you can. As you're new now, try adding melody. Try adding melody will stay forever. Punchlines will come and go. 50 years, when somebody's even stealing your punchline, I might not remember. But when somebody try to pick a part of your melody, I will remember that that is real MC. Make yourself 100%. You can't do everything, but then in your song, put a melody out there. And do the breaks, like the hook should be in melody, and you have everything already. Yeah, I like the guy.
Thank you so much, JMJ from Extra Large Music.
Yeah. Except for the dent in his teeth. Yeah, he looks like you are. But good. I think you're good. You have confidence, and you have brains as well. Because you talk a lot of sense. You sound very convincing. And so if someone puts money on you, aside from the song, you can also sell. In other ways. You know, if you're an ambassador for a brand, I'm looking at how you're going to sell in that score. You know, you can make money from music, all right, but as a full-fledged artist, there are several ways you can make money aside from music, and so you should be looking at the bigger picture. So use the, humor side of you, find a way and make money from that as well. Now you speak Fanti, you speak Ever very well. And then the English on top of it. So take JMJ's advice. It's good to be here on Fridays, and it's good to follow the show. So take his advice, blend the two, and where you need to bring in the English to. The more languages you add, the bigger your market, the bigger your reach, the bigger you open up for understanding of what you're doing. So open up more, do more on hitting other targets aside from music, because you have it. I like your song, I like the Shishiblishi. You are creating your territory and letting everybody stay aside. Build your brand, and then you can call for features and all. I think you're good. You need to be on another very good show. Vibes in 5. Is it?
All right.
Thanks for your comments. Yes, Mel, Quincy, Mel.
But he just gave you comments. You're right. You be like, they look like Shishiblishi. Sammy, you don't look like Shishiblishi. Sammy, they try to corner you.
Let's go, man.
Sammy, I remember this week when during your newspaper review, there was something that came up about Kofi Kinata, talking about the fact that he's released so many hit songs without featuring any major artist. That has been a definition of his career. That has been a very strong statement. Today, if he wants any collab with any big artist, it will be so easy to get, because he's been able to define a certain territory for himself, saying that without even putting any big person on my song, I can still make the hits. I think that's the same mindset that is coming from Real MC here. And you see, I support that mindset, because if you are always piggybacking on somebody's success, you will never see the real you. Your perimeter would just be on everybody, the piggybacking you're doing. But once you're able to make it on your own, then now you have the effrontery to go out and say that, look, now I am in the position to feature other people, which will be good for him. You see, I like the confidence. Artists with this kind of confidence, they go far. That's why it's so great to mention the A+. Make hyper when when it was starting, it was the same way he spoke. Fearless or kasa with everything, and artists like that have proven that in this madness they go quite far. A+, Shatawale, we've seen all of them, so for me the confidence is a good thing. Now the music itself, I think Arnold and JMJ spot on. The Fanti thing, it is so good. See, Kofi Kinata, when he started, look at the way he was rapping. But look at all his songs. They were all melodic music. From Confession to everything that he has done. They are all very melodic, you know. But the rap, he never leaves it aside. He will do all the beautiful melody for you to remember the song, but he will still put the rap in there. The good thing for him is he can do the fancy thing Kofi Kinata and the T-Flows will do, and he can do the thing that Edem and the others will do. If he can put that together on a very melodic song, you can't imagine the number of hit songs this guy can release. It will be crazy, you know.
Nice.
But good job so far, man.
All right, thank you so much, Mel Kwesi Davis. He is the CEO of Event Republic. Yes, DJ Roy.
Shishiblishi.
DJ Roy, come and take the microphone. It's finally. And this one is coming from Minister OJ, gospel musician Minister OJ, and he says the guy is good. I like his level of confidence. Not Nana texting.
Confidence.
This is Shishiblishi. Yes, Minister OJ, good morning to you and thanks for your endorsement. It means a lot to Harbour City. Yes, DJ Roy.
Okay. How much are you paying Master JMJ for this advice? Because he's actually giving out his secret.
Yeah.
You guys must look at him well.
I'll pay him.
You have to pay him well.
Yeah.
That trick has worked and has worked globally. But I actually disagree with the mindset that you shouldn't step on shoulders. The shoulders are there to be stood on to attain higher heights. Michael Jackson did that with Diana Ross. The example is so many. So that thinking is not industrial, it is local, and you should stand on shoulders. People have great minds. It's not only via collaboration like what we see, but you see, when you associate with people that have been there, there are information that they will give you that will help you not to make the same mistakes. That is for that. I'm impressed that he actually went to Cape Coast to get beat makers. That means he's still maintaining his route. But
but I doubt if his next production will come from Cape Coast.
That is the problems.
Because the links of
the problems with managers and when somebody rises to a certain level, he actually forgets how he arrived. You need a clique of producers, even if they are not even doing much. They saw how you became what you become, so they can tell you things that you yourself you're oblivious. So you need a crew, an inner circle. So I like the fact that you have them, those guys to start with. Keep them. Don't think you become so big that you don't need them. If you don't need anything, you need their protection. Certain things that they will keep that nobody else know about. Okay, so that is two. You become bigger than them, obviously. But don't think that you are smarter than them. They know you in and out. These are the informations that we need to let these up-and-coming great guys do. Now, for the music, I realized that he just did a diss on 808, right? He did a diss, but that's the instrument he needed in this song. Ask Master J.
The hip-hop kind of instrument.
He needed it because this is really a bounce kind of beat. And you need that element, those elements that are created in the machine to really make this song what it is. It's not got the bottom that I always want to hear. Do you understand? So much as it's going against the grain, we should know that certain things you can't do without when you're coming out. I like the brightness, the excitement that they put in the music. You know, you can hear that there's an exciter running in the mix or the master. Beautiful work. I like the fact that he's doing the combination. I still agree that the Fantis will love you the way, especially when you are born, Fanti. It's A minor, but there's something great that the keyboardist did. What's his name?
420 drums.
He's the same guy.
Yeah.
Da da do da do da do da do on A minor. It's classic. It's Adwa. It's a fusion of Beethoven and Kete.
Pure Adwa.
Listen to that. This is masterclass. I said, give me a time, make I come teach music. You understand? This guy.
They feel high.
No, because
look at the way you are feeling yourself.
Because I can tell you, if you give me 30 minutes on this guy's music, I will analyze.
You see, Sammy, there's something. Let me chip in. you notice that the piano was playing piano, but then it was Adoa timing he was using.
Yes.
So just like we were saying about the KKK thing, he didn't use the cowbell to play the Adoa. No, he just used the piano
to play
it, and you could
fantastic. Now this is music analysis, man. This is the musicologist talking. You understand? So that guy who played.
The scientists forget you.
No, but actually, honestly, no, but seriously, let me finish. Time. You've done well. I like your brag, but true to be told, your brag is bigger than your act. You understand? Raise your game in the talk, because the way you are talking, you've sold us before your music, so we're expecting more musically. And because our brains are large, we're trying to pick on mistakes. You understand what I'm trying to say? So raise your game and you go far. You look even like a star. There are people that are stars that look like you. So
Shishiblishi.
oh, let me talk. I own the mic. I own this mic, man.
Nana T, come on the mic. Nana T, come on the mic. And then me watching it also check it is serious. I hear Kojo Fans is also here in the studio, and we'll be talking to the CEO of the JB Test too about his support for the showbiz industry and more. Nana,
yes, sir.
Quick one.
Yes. When the musicologist speaks, what can you ask? Waiting to speak. So you have to also try and look sharp, else you look very silly. I like his confidence, reminds me of Aigbedem's confidence as well. You remember Aigbedem, did something at, or he does great things on stage with the same kind of beat and, stuff like that. I kind of agree with Uncle Roy's bit about his hype level, You can't help but remember Muhammad Ali when you listen to this guy, I'm going to kill him, I'm going to beat him, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, and then he'll back it. So I was expecting so much. That's not to say what you gave was. I'm sure you have other songs too, which can, marvel us and stuff like that. And then I also noticed the overshadowing of the airway, This is supposed to be airway fans, not Shishiblishi alone. What's the word? Shishiblishi. Airway fans, there should be a little balance in there. So the people who don't necessarily speak the airway can also appreciate what you're doing. Even though we still kind of get the groove of the airway thing in there. Another thing I noticed was his humility. So you see, he has a balance. At one point, he's very cocky, in your face kind of thing, which I love. I mean, I'm cocky too, I love that. I didn't say I'm cocky. You're cocky too. Cocky, yeah, man. Cocky too. Yeah, you know what I mean, man. Yeah, camel too. Yeah, man. I didn't say that. You guys said I didn't say that, bro. I kind of like that. And for me, this is somebody who is paying tribute to the Harbour City guy. Yes. A lot of people start like this also, but sometimes they forget when the hits start coming.
When the money start coming.
Yes, and JMJ and things and Mr. Logic in the corner, they all have experiences, and then Shadawali, right? Yeah, man. Yeah. They kind of pick you from nowhere, with you even talking about chasing the car and saluting the car when there was nobody inside. I mean, all these things is just going to tell the fact that you remember and you have gratitude. We hope when the galaxy shines on you in future, you will not forget. You remember and then know that, look, it was somebody's blood, sweat, and tears. Because the brother there, listening to him last time, it was painful, pouring his heart into somebody and then they being ungrateful like that. I hope you will remember. Aside from that, Charlie, this guy is a future. Yes, man. Respect.
All right, thank you so much, Nati. Man Logic, come and wrap up for me. Because I hear Kojo Fans have joined us all the way from UK. Today's show at the conference center. He's here to do something to support his boy, Stone Boy, and of course I have some other things to do, but we'll manage it. Logic.
Sorry. I'm happy that scientifically, Mr. Roy has agreed to the autopsy report I gave. I was waiting for him to say, oh no, this song that I was listening. You see, the music is not always about, condemning. We don't condemn talent. We direct talent. And this guy, aside what everybody have said, I think I hold a different opinion to what I heard from the song. The airway, I enjoy listening to the airway, even though I don't understand, because it makes me crave for more. So for me, I think he should do more, because he's not a fanty. Even though he has the fanty humor in him, you cannot be what you are not. So he should do more airway, because as it is now, Edem has ruled the airway kingdom for very long. And I'm sure that,
so to speak,
yes, we have had so many airway rappers. They've been unable to challenge Edem to the charisma, the energy, and he has this way of frightening the small boys. Get them in, and they all, when you get them alone, it will scare you. So I think this song, the real definition of that punchline alone can take over the guitar and the sokodi and all these areas, because they always understand what bear really means. So for me, I think he should keep more everywhere, because his voice and the composition power he has, if he should go more hard, I think he should come more hardcore first than trying to be too much commercial, because he's a rapper. So he should come more harder, and let's see if Edem will call him for a collabo, because of course it's his own.
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't say much. Everybody's saying it's good because he's a good PR. You understand? This guy don't need a PR. I wonder what NY DJ is doing for this guy. Maybe he's blogging.
Yeah.
Because if you say PR, this guy is his own PR.
Yeah.
Before we even heard the song, look at the things he said. He prepared us for the song. That's why I'm sure he planned this.
Yeah.
Then we go make kasa. I'm sure he and his boys, they planned it in the car. So I mean, big up the real MC.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Logic, Greater David Communications boss. And
now the musical, now the scientist.
Edition of Showbiz Agenda. And it's Friday, it's come to Friday.